We're gonna go ahead and get
What
started.
you on the tape for?
I'm looking at this camera. I actually remembered to look at that one. Best behavior. We're on record. What are we doing next?
EMS crew management.
All right.
Once again, I'm not Chris Circle. In case anybody was trying to adjust your TVs at home.
So again, had my laptop on the tabletop just all morning, and I have reverted back to being on the shelf. So we're on the webcam. So if you have any comments or remarks, please text me and we will get those out. Please join in. Have the 3 still. You don't like your butt touched? No, nobody people. I guess I'm the only one.
My grandma liked it.
He does like it.
Really, nobody got the TV on there first edition?
I did. I did. What song are you playing?
Just take over.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
All right. Crew Resource Management and Emergency Medical Services is a training program that helps the team use their skills and resources to improve patient safety and performance.
What the heck? Who did that?
The little short roll there eating Cheetos.
I think you got it.
Crew Resource Management helps team overcome challenges like poor communication, poor decision-making, and inadequate leadership. Don't really think we have that problem here. We have some of the great leadership that's ever been with this facility. Coming from, I mean, I know David's been here longer than me, but
Yes, baby.
I've been here since '06. And trust me, folks, we are blessed with what we got right now.
Sheena Cheeto Finger Bailey. Wait, did you
Do
do
what?
that?
I'm glad to be here.
Me too. I would almost volunteer to do it, but they pay me. Crew Resource Management teaches situational awareness, being aware of the situation and what's happening around you. How many times do we get tunnel vision going in on a call? Mama's not breathing. We're in there to fix that. And all of a sudden, grandson who's mentally unstable comes walking out of the bathroom with a machete. You know, not to tell war stories. I hate doing that, but did respond to a call one day, cardiac arrest. 2 girls went through the door before me. One of them come flying out over my head, and the other one was laying in the corner with a bleeding nose. Because the wife was tripping and didn't want nobody touching her husband. And it was not at this service.
Well, we had one. Was it in Walnut Ridge? You weren't at Walnut Ridge?
Yep.
Well, we had one. Gary Goff and I went into a house for nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and general flu for the wife. Well, the husband, I guess, was a little bit off with rocker. We got there first, and then we had a couple of first responders come in after us, and he pulled a gun. And so one guy, one of the last responders to come in, could see my face and read the situation and got out before the guy seen him and had a PD. He held us hostage.
We held hostage one time with Thomas Lemon, and it was not a fun experience. CRM also teaches decision-making, making good decisions in stressful situations. We're never in a stressful situation in this job. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. It all works normally and properly. Patients are all stable. We have no stress whatsoever.
And you lie?
Right. Teamwork, working well with others to achieve goals. This is something we all need to work on, myself included, because I am very cliquish And I only work with certain people most of the time. I can get along with anybody, but I have my favorites. I think we all do. Leadership, providing guidance and support to the team.
As a supervisor, you're not supposed to say that.
I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's got their favorites they work with.
You're not supposed to vocalize it.
I know, but me and Fowler's been together for 16 years. We can read each other without saying a word. And our calls run pretty smoothly. Stress and fatigue management, coping with stress and managing fatigue. Folks, this is EMS. You're going to get tired.
What?
Take advantage of the time down when you have time down.
What is time down?
I know. But we have had
I've never been thinking about this place and wake up and do the same
individuals in
thing.
the past that we would run 2 or 3 calls during the day, and then they would stay up at night playing video games all night long. And we'd get them transferred at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, I can't drive, I haven't been asleep yet. Well, I can't drive and take care of the patient.
Quit playing Farmville. Come on.
Not know about the initial feeling class.
Let's go.
Closed loop communication, repeating orders and confirming that they've been carried out. Now there is a way to do that that is very nice. You can just simply repeat, okay, you want me to start a 12 lead and do their blood pressure.
Open loop or closed loop communication.
Yeah. You don't need to get snarky. I know my job. You know, there's no call for that. We all are here to take care of patients and give patients the best outcome that we possibly can give them. Feedback, encouraging and processing feedback from team members. Yeah, criticism is not something any of us take greatly. We don't really smile a whole lot about it. Most of us have a 2-letter or a 2-word answer to come back with them.
It's all in the approach. Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism, yes, but some people cannot take any criticism at all.
Yeah. Some of us are tender-hearted. Why'd you leave me like that?
As Tim's pointed out, you know, I was in the military. I've been called worse by better several times. So, you know, call me
Look
what
at
you
me
want.
cross and I'll cry.
Crew resource management originated in the aviation industry in the 1980s. It was developed in response to the number of avoidable errors that led to catastrophic accidents. Which aviation, yeah, you can see how they would have big accidents. Helps EMS teams reduce errors and improves patient safety. Helps EMS teams overcome challenges that can hurt patients, team members, or the EMS providers themselves.
So I want to revert back. I'm going to interrupt you. I've interrupted you a lot during the
Go ahead.
session, but this is I was going to mention at lunch, and then we got diverted off on the things that we were talking about. Culture of safety
Oh.
on unit 13
Yes.
on the drop step on the
Okay.
back.
Mhm.
There is a razor blade in between the grate and the steel on the bottom.
I'll take care of that as soon as we get done with this. No problem.
You know, did the backup camera work for you?
No, it did not.
Okay.
There's a wire that's disconnected. So
Oh, no, it didn't drive.
we can jump the truck, come back in one piece.
I wouldn't be surprised if you said, "You're 13 your truck, I don't care." You wanted that truck so bad.
Yeah, you
You know it's true.
Oh, boy. What are some ways that we can help
You was in the best mood.
help grow crew resources and management?
Say that again.
What are some ways that we can help grow and expand crew resource management?
I really like feedback. I know when we started having our team meetings again, our department meetings, I which I think everybody's pretty much gotten into the habit, but used to, I would ask, what do we need to go over? What are concerns? And so I've really appreciated the feedback, especially like this, like, let's see, can't hear you when you're talking, that sort of thing. I don't think, nothing's in the chat. So, personalities, if you have a personality conflict, just drive it along.
You're gonna have that because everybody's got different personalities. Most of your EMS people are type A's. They are, and they're gonna butt heads.
Okay, what's the top A?
Thank you. What's
Type
this
A
type A, type B,
personality.
type C crap?
Type A personality is I'm gonna be in charge and it's gonna be my way.
Okay.
We're gonna do things the way I want it done.
What's my personality?
Well, it's just like what type B is.
You're not really a type A, Shay. You get along with who you gotta work with. You do. You're very personable and, team player. I mean, I
I'm
get that.
always second. Type B personality is characterized by a relaxed and easygoing attitude.
Yep.
And a tendency to be, well, less competitive. You say I'm competitive. And
Yes,
driven by urgency. Huh?
Yeah, you're competitive. You are. You're competitive.
I didn't beat you at kickball.
Nobody beat you. The ground kicked my ass.
I'll say that was more for gravity.
That was so much fun.
So type C personality is characterized. Okay, now
Just type it in.
apparently type C is characterized by focus on details, logic, and precision. That may be more what I am. People with this personality are analytical, conscientious, and perfectionistic.
Things have got to be done a certain way, to the letter, by the book.
Type D is a medical psychology concept that describes people who tend to experience negative emotions and are socially inhibited. Type D stands for distress.
Sure, it's not type E.
Let's look up type E.
I'm a top F.
Type E stands for extroversion, not virgin, version. And it's one of the most common personality distinctions. People with type E personality tend to focus outward, direct their urgency and attention toward the world around them. Easy social activities. They are energized by being around people and that's funny. And in a busy environment, they express themselves, are outspoken and expressive. They tend to rely on the world around them for validation and work quickly and at a rapid pace and need to talk through their ideas.
Definitely not type E.
So let's see what Granville's type F personality is. Oh, it's Myers-Briggs indicator. Emphasizes feeling emotions. People with type F personality are caring, compassionate, and empathetic.
It's not gravel.
They are aware of their own emotions and emotions of others. Protective, they are protective of those they care about, compassionate and caring, warm. Decision making, they make decisions based on their emotions and the emotions of others.
Okay, so I'm borderline type F.
I think I'm between B and C.
I'm between A and F.
Anybody else?
I'm not really sure.
I think I'm an F.
Well, you do like to cuddle and snuggle. I don't know.
I don't have compassion.
Is that for personal gain or is that for compassion?
I have compassion for others. That's why I've done this job. Done for not for the money.
Really?
Yeah.
I did it because they get me playing lights and sirens.
So Conyers said, back to your Stevie Wonder impersonation. I'm glad we couldn't hear the piano.
Me too. Or the vocals. By the way, this spring, we will be doing concerts back out of the Bozeman Fire Station. If anybody wants to come,
Will Harley be there?
Harley will be
Oh,
there.
good. Well, stinker can sing.
like Josh Turner.
That's the one he's saying with.
I went in long back train and then, what was it? I can't remember.
Would you go with me?
Yeah, would you go with me? You know, that was me. What does an EMS manager do? The EMS manager provides direction for a healthcare operation and or emergency response service. Position will manage and oversee staff, participate in strategic planning and initiatives, and establish and implement standards of practice, policies, and procedures. Describes Tim to a T. 3 levels of EMS management are the supervising EMS officer, which would be Tim, the managing EMS officer, which would be Chris, and the executive EMS officer, which would be Tasia.
I'm the fetch. I'm the fetch.
Executive EMS.
I do everything nobody else. I'm the fetcher.
The executive.
That's why you have.
5 elements of crew resource management are awareness of situation, communication skills, teamwork, task allocation, and decision-making, and error management within a comprehensive framework of standard operating procedures. Crew management is responsible for manning the vessels under a crew management contract. This includes sourcing, recruitment, selection, deployment, scheduling, training, and upgrading programs, and ongoing management. Well, this is for a seafaring situation, but still gives you the basic idea. This has got pictures. There are a whole bunch of YouTube videos, 54, 55, and 65 minutes long. We're not going to watch those. Crew management is the backbone of any successful EMS operation. But what exactly does it entail? Once again, recruiting, training, overseeing the performance.
We don't see recruiting as much anymore as what we used to. That used to be a really big thing.
Yeah, used to everybody wanted into this business.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that
not
was-
just in that, but I mean, you would have like directors of other services.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Definitely, they used to come around fishing all the time.
With different service employees, of different services.
Yep. Any questions on crew resource management? Any questions anybody's got about why we do things the way we do?
I actually thought, which that's because I didn't have taught it, but crew resource management, when I think of it, I think about like y'all's accident and trying to find resources to manage.
Well, I mean,
And I say analytical, I guess, of me.
we can get into that too, you know, in a mass casualty incident. You know, you had 4 vehicles, 3 vehicles. Oh, 1 with several. each
Yeah.
one. Okay. All right. So we can kind of break that down too.
Oh, we see more.
Hmm?
All right.
First to ride on the left.
Well, you're already outnumbered. Right there.
Mhm.
So how many first responders think you had on scene?
Not 7, 8.
7, 8, fire. We'll call it. Most of your fire department is first responder qualified. And if not, they've been doing it long enough that they know the basics. So they're always a big help. Okay. Couldn't fly anybody, could you?
Nope.
Rainy, overcasty, a star over Texas. So no bird. was outnumbered. He had 1-to-1 patient care right there when the other crew got here. I mean, before that, he was outnumbered 2-to-1. So, all right, in this situation, yes, you definitely could have had a, you know, a
Can you
director.
try the blue marker? They're saying that they can't see.
Okay.
So the glare is too bad. I think.
Oh,
You better just get him and see.
psych.
Is the blue marker any better?
I think so. What? Mike slides down this way. And I'll just move.
4 patients.
Okay, you said no. All right,
Work on
that's
this side,
unfortunate.
it might- Oh, glare on from the light.
How's that?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. Cool.
Left side is better. Okay. Good, thank you.
And that was out here at the church, right in the corner. So you didn't have any traffic signal there. So had 8 fire departments. So probably what, 16, 17 sheriff's deputies?
All had their thumbs in their pockets.
We had 2 troopers, we
Were
had 2 PD, and 1 county.
We've had major traumas before where they just walk around.
Really?
Yeah. I had one cop one time had a guy that jumped out of a car there in front of the school going about 40 miles an hour. It
All 4 had to be executed.
No.
was
Just 1.
1 execution.
right before COVID hit, like the next day they were supposed to be issuing masks. So I'm down on my hands and knees working on this guy, waiting for a
Grandma's in the bathroom, sissy.
and the officer's like, "Don't you think you should put your mask on?" I said, "Get on my seat."
So we had 5 patients.
Oh, you had 5 total?
Yes.
We had no choice.
Shoot, it was his turn. And we had to carry.
Shayna
2 of
wouldn't
them
do
out.
it.
Like they weren't really good route. But we had to back for 2 of them to get out.
To here.
Grandma's in the bathroom.
5 patients.
Grandma's in the bathroom.
1 extremely critical, correct?
Yes.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Critical.
Yeah, 2 critical.
Grandma's in the bathroom.
So what were the other 3?
1 was walking wounded. 1 was.
Grandma-
moderate.
I know sissy's crying. I can't help it right now. Grandma's in the bathroom.
1 moderate, and then the other was probably a minor. He wasn't walking wounded really, because he had a broken ankle, but he would have lived if we would have put him in a passenger car and just sent him to the hospital.
He could have been put in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Okay, so that's technically walking.
Is it?
Yeah.
He made 2 walking with him.
Well, right there, okay, you had your 5-bed ER.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, no.
next.
Because 2 nurses and 1 doc, and you got 2 critical patients. They're gonna be in there, and these 3 are gonna be waiting, walking around. You know, did something happen to them? You never know. After the anxiety quits and everything, crash right there. But yes, we definitely could have set up a, not really a full triage area. But yeah, you could have used a field director on that, and anything over the capacity of your 2 ambulances is considered mass casualty. So therefore, switch to the big channels and call in other resources.
So who would have been incident command?
Incident commander would have been
What?
Granville
What's the matter?
until we got the
What's the
EMS
matter?
boss on scene, because Allison had triage.
I know she's crying.
And
You need to go
nothing-
take a nap.
Nothing
Are you
against,
sleepy?
nothing against you, but yeah, you would have been incident commander. 'Cause
Want
she
to get
would've-
your
most
blankie?
senior medical person would have been treating.
I mean, the other day, I was in the truck getting them out. I was like, blue ambulance, white, blue, white, blue, white.
Good call.
Yes, you want to lay down?
I don't know. That's what I told
You
them.
know, if we could have got Tim or Chris on
What are you
scene
crying about?
and told them what was going on, and then them take over
What are you
scene,
crying about?
incident command, then, you know, free
You're
grab.
not
Come here.
muted, Terry.
Come here.
here and there. Or
Come here.
if you're me, somebody,
That's what I was fixing to ask. When you
What are
talk
you
to Karen,
crying
that
about,
since we live
Chris?
relatively close, I could have been there in about 15 minutes. Now you guys been there for a while.
it would take me about 20 minutes.
20 minutes seemed like, wasn't it?
Well, I could have wrote in because I was listening to it. I heard it when it went out.
And guys, any time like that, if you
What's the
got a
matter?
major ass transfer or something that you might need an extra set of hands on, call me. I can do what I can do back there to help. I don't care to come.
Yeah.
You know, the other night she had them two patients, and I hadn't been on the truck, I got one with you. No problem, just call me and I'll meet you at Glencoe. We'll
Yeah.
jump in and go.
Wouldn't that be better to meet at the Y down there on 56 for
Will you
you?
play with your
Or is
Jeep?
it closer at Glencoe?
Yeah, there's
Glencoe's 18
Why don't you go
miles,
get one out of the toy
or-
room?
No, Glencoe's 11 miles from,
Why don't you get one out of the toy room?
I can meet him there.
We'll get you a car.
Ash Flat,
Go get you a car.
Bank or something, that's 12 miles.
Okay.
So I can actually be in Glencoe quicker.
Yeah, you got yours in there. You got your Barbie car in there. You gonna go get your Barbie car?
But yeah, y'all done excellent. You know, as far as that,
Barbie car?
everybody was taken care of. There were no incidents that were caused by the accident. So you done great. But yeah, we definitely
Ready
could have
for
set up
now?
triage area and brought in,
Are you ready for now?
all right, mass text. There he is.
Where's the other crew?
Right here.
Gravel's
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
When you get back to man, take a picture of the road. It's the Baxter.
We brought it down.
So the run list.
Yes, sir.
You know, like, they do it every 24 hours.
Oh, okay. I'll start doing that when I'm there. I will.
Just somebody shoot me a picture.
Some don't feel good.
All right. Hey, Tim.
I'm busy with this.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to post that in the board in the office?
Yeah, I'll need it like for every 24-hour period.
Okay.
I mean, even on the weekends. You know,
I just say every morning.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Friday.
We're gonna be in there anyway.
We got you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes, you don't want them.
this
He
one's up to
doesn't know
date.
what you want. Careful.
Is that gonna be weekend? too? Am I gonna have to send that to you?
Can't hear it.
Chorus 50, number
They
50.
want it. Here's the-
For what,
It's
baby?
not gonna change that much.
For what? You didn't do anything wrong.
It's just-
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, if you weren't busy, I was actually gonna ask you on this. This is the car wreck that they had down here by the church.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. We had two criticals, one walking, one tag, one ring tag. This would have been an idea, right, to set up a triage area if we had had the extra personnel.
Sure.
I was pretty sure that we
You're
talked
absolutely right.
EMS manager.
One, there was two, you were right, critical, and there was a third one that did have a fracture or dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, and
Something.
this
But he
one
was-
had an ankle.
Yeah, yeah, whatever it was. Maybe I'm wrong on the shoulder.
We were talking
No,
about
it-
it.
Where you
comes-
got grappled there.
Yeah.
One was dislocated shoulder, fractured arm, and laceration.
And
I'm sorry.
the way they done it when they got there was Allison took medical triaging and Gravel started, you know, this one goes to this truck, this one goes to this truck.
Did a good job.
You know, they done great.
Can I pull up something to read it?
Sure.
That this is, and you say, well, that's just blah, blah, him, but, okay. Buddy, so buddy is buddy, but, and I did nothing. It was just, I asked him how his kid was doing a couple days. He said, thanks, good, Brandon. Your crews did a great job that day. All of the boys are treated and doing good. 3 of them are home, the others in rehab at Baxter. It's all because of your people, not my people, but you know.
Oh,
And he said, your ED saved my kid's life. I have no doubt about that. Please let everyone know. And they did. Sadler saved that boy's life.
Yes.
And I was going to share this with Sarah or Erica, but you guys, all of you do great work. That was that's a shit show, excuse my language, that was handled the way that I wasn't there, but reading it, I wouldn't have done anything different.
Yeah.
You did better than I would have done. So
so,
you can be commended.
question on that.
Yes, ma'am.
So Baysinger and I relatively close. We're on Morrison Fire Department, which is just right up the road. Morrison wasn't paged out for it, but would you have been opposed? Because we heard it.
If they needed the help, if we just
Okay.
showed up,
Let me tell you what.
And
my
Shayna's right
opinion-
here in town too,
Yeah, my
so,
opinion is the more the merrier.
okay.
If you don't need him, you also say, well.
So
can you
we'll
just down
be-
there unless we need you?
We'll
So
be
you're saying
paid
like
for it.
almost-
We'll be paid for it.
I don't care, I'm sure.
I mean, I
That-
almost
that once
jumped
you show
on-
up at, you know, just a BS run of it. Thing like that.
Well,
And Granville, you were there first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You would have appreciated more help, am I correct?
Oh, yeah, 'cause I called for 2 birds. I
Yeah.
couldn't get a bird. I
They
called
couldn't
for
fly.
extra trucks.
So yes, of course you would.
Okay.
I mean,
About
I-
time they left, I would have been there, but I
So,
could have
like-
helped en route.
Sure, yeah.
But
Yeah.
being off duty though, we couldn't do our paramedic skills, but or do I just say I clock in?
I clocked you in.
Okay.
When you told me, you tell me retroactively,
Okay.
hey, I was there at this time, you're clocked in, you're a medic.
Alright.
When you hear, it doesn't matter. If you get on that truck,
Well, I
You
almost
could
went
do
on
your
scene with my
skills.
husband, because we were on the semi, and he was responding to POV,
right,
and I almost rode with them to see, because I thought maybe they needed
you're
extra
gonna
hands.
be covered.
Okay.
It's
I
not,
should-
it's not, okay, it's not like you're, okay, what they used to call it. I could get Bozeman to say, okay, you can do these skills.
yeah,
You go through the health department and you can carry your own crap.
Right.
But this is different,
Okay.
okay? Yes, you're covered. You are clocked in the minute you get on that scene.
Okay.
You have to let me know what time it was.
Okay.
And it'll be in there and so she was on duty. You're covered by our umbrella policy.
Okay.
Yes.
that's what we was
I want
doing.
more people there the merrier.
I didn't love to have more people.
Something bad like that, you know, you and I could have been about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, that's good to know. I mean, with that clarification on that.
You know,
And
Yeah.
that Matt too. I mean, when
Yeah.
Matt's home.
Yep, when Matt's home, he's right there too. Everybody doing great on that one, but that's just an example. You know, that was one car, major wreck. You didn't have to have 15, 20 cars for it to be a mass casualty.
I mean, really, the only thing that saved us is Mammoth was here
Yep.
getting ready to take a transfer. And I got on the radio and I told him, I said, hey, I need you en route now.
Well, look at the NCIs that we've had. I mean, we've had, what, a couple of years ago, we had 2 plane wrecks in the same year.
Mhm.
And I mean, we're one bus accident. We have nobody directing traffic in the mornings or in the afternoons down here at the school.
Nope.
You got Meemaws and Peepaws that do those trips through the banks where they go to Branson.
Yep.
You know, the Greyhounds and stuff.
To the senior center too. They're
Yeah.
fixing to do another one.
Yep. So, and I mean, to
Potential is
me,
everywhere.
well, yeah, but you know, a 2-lane versus a 4-lane though, I mean,
You'll see something interesting. Sit at the intersection at Mammoth, watch how many big trucks don't stop at that light.
oh, I bet so. Yeah,
Most of them, you know, they got the gas tankers on the back of them.
yeah, they need hazmat back in this area. I don't know why Sam got rid of theirs. Sam's told me about, remember.
To keep up with the cost and keeping everybody certified.
Why don't Mammoth have it? Same reason?
Same reason. Nobody interested, can't keep up with everything you gotta have.
So where's our closest hazmat?
Our closest hazmat team is Mountain Home. And then,
West Point?
no, that's right, Mountain Home done away with theirs. Little Rock.
Really?
Yes.
What about West Plains?
West Plains don't have one. They do
You're
not have
kidding
one.
me.
Springfield, Little Rock are our
Wait,
closest hazmat.
Jonesboro,
Jonesboro might have theirs, I don't know.
I think they do,
Sure.
They might.
because I think that's where they came from when that train derailed in Newport, was Jonesboro.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, their hazmat's a dying breed. It really is, and it's the cost of it, it's what it is. You get your suits last for 5 years in their package. Well, if you don't have an incident in 5 years, guess what? You gotta replace that $5,000 suit because it's no longer in spec.
How long is the turnout?
Tim, Every 10 years, you gotta have new turnouts, supposedly. Thank you, OSHA. Morons.
Horseshoes is every, what, 3 years?
Nah,
We'll
we
see,
got
May,
10
leave
of
that
them
alone.
last set.
Did you?
We'll see.
Yeah,
Grandma
when it
said
did the
leave that
10-year
alone.
mark, he called me and said, we're ordering stuff, get over here. I said, I need 5 inches added to my
Do
pants.
you hear me? Grandma said no.
Okay, round or length, funny.
So what would you both would have liked to done different? What could you have? And Mike and Tasha.
Somebody brought
And
some
Matt.
crackers. Yeah, this was y'all's call. What would you like to see done different that we can improve on?
Birds flying.
Well,
Well, that's
they're not gonna fly,
outside.
brother.
Well, I mean, I know. What I would like to see different is a third truck in this county.
Well,
We were trying to do that.
we even talked about having a call truck.
The
Yeah.
only reason I'm saying that, and I'm being serious, is a heart attack. If Mammoth would have already been patient loaded and left,
Right.
we would have been screwed.
You'd have been it. Your
We'd have
closest
been
truck would have
screwed.
been probably Melbourne.
Well, we had called
2 miles
dispatch
away.
and I had begged them to get any truck. They called, who was it? Spring River and Oregon.
Yep.
They had nothing.
When I came in, my intention was that Chris, it was valid. Neither truck was licensed, but I come in for that third truck and we could have took that emergency transfer out of the ER.
We had that same deal happen the other night and 2 strokes going out that y'all had to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been a third truck.
If we
too.
had a call crew, or, something like that.
Yeah, we are borderline needing a third truck.
Yeah,
But I recognize it's not an everyday deal that you can financially justify it.
Right.
yeah.
But I'd say
Sometimes.
most of the 48s I've worked so far, there's been a period in that 48
PM.
window where it would be nice.
Yeah.
to have.
Yes.
So what's Baxter's general term for a calling crew? Like, where do you, 'cause I remember I couldn't full call.
They,
30 minutes to an hour.
well, so they're not doing call anymore. They switched all the crews to 24-hour crews. So
Right.
they're running 5 trucks usually with 24-hour crews. And sometimes when they're down a truck, they just run 4 trucks between the 2 counties. There is no on-call crew that's on standby every single day.
Yep.
So they will page out their transfer pay if they're that desperate to call volume warrants it. But even then,
So what did they used to,
Well,
I guess,
we used
when
to,
when we had the 16-hour shifts,
yes.
AM went on call at 8 o'clock, or PM went on call at 8 o'clock that morning, and AM stayed on call after 11 PM that night. And you had 30 minutes when I was there.
30 minutes.
it got changed to an hour because we started getting people who would commute further and further away. And so they didn't want to penalize people who lived in like Bellefonte
Right.
or Lead Hill or something like that.
Yeah, right before I left, it was the hour, because that's when the one dispatcher that nobody liked called up, woke me and Roger up over Bulls Hill and said, y'all need to get into Mountain Home. They're going on a transfer. Roger said, see you in an hour. Well, no, you got to come now. He said, no, I got an hour to get back to my base. I went on call at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
He said, so he said, it's 5 now, so Mike and I'll be back here about 6, and then we'll be over here about probably 6:45. Oh, well, wait a minute. We crew change today, so we'll have to be leaving. He gave her a bit. I was like, I'm so glad it was you.
So Tim has talked about putting on a basic truck.
Now that could probably really help.
Yeah.
Basic truck, the only thing,
Staffing, it's been,
staffing would be the problem
Yeah.
on that. And then is it gonna be a tiered response, or is it gonna be a transfer only?
well, you know, we talked about for a while him doing
Yep,
a truck.
a third
and-
truck.
And then, so he said he would be first transfer out.
You know, we did that for a while with Brittany. It was Tim and Brittany, and they were third truck, where she was working ER, and then if they got a
No, what's
call,
She would go.
she would go, and that lasted about 2 weeks.
Oh,
And then the ER nurses said, if she's not gonna do nothing but sit here and watch movies,
okay.
we don't need her in here.
Okay.
You have to go.
No.
I guess it worked.
No, it's in the ER.
Oh,
Stuck with my tongue.
shocking.
Call if you need me.
It is Rachel. You do the old shoulder, push, walk out through. Got it. Just keep on walking. 18 gauge. And it's already full.
You're gonna say that, then I won't get it.
Like me, damn, Randy, he's got one for veins. Let me try it. Crap, I missed.
So, third truck, anything else?
I feel like I could have walked down to the scene with sea colors in hand. I feel like that would have been when I thought about the call, because I really thought Grandma and I did a good job triaging. I think we prioritized who needed to come out first based off of accessibility and walking. Like there was one kid that he was technically over 18, so he's not really, but we had one patient who he was as fine as he was going to be in that wreck. And I actually had him go up and sit in the cop car because I knew at some point we were going to have to start extricating. It's like, he doesn't need to be down here unassigned from an ambulance with cut glass. And I'm looking at 3 people in the back seat that are going to have to go in my ambulance until the other truck gets here.
Right.
One of them's bad. The other one, I can't tell where he is between moderate and major because he's going in and out of consciousness. And I can't tell if it's I'm not trying to be mean or belittle his pain, but like I couldn't tell if it was a personality thing or if it was a legit going unconscious thing, because he would scream and be difficult and then he would be silent, and that's how he was handling the situation, which again, I'm not judging his response to that. It was just I didn't know where on the GCS scale he fit, so I didn't know.
He didn't have the fight or flight, he had the fight and flight.
He did, he really did. And so I'm looking at one who's truly unresponsive with smashed face and blood everywhere, and I've got this other one, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have him walk up. And so I think sea collars, carrying them down to the wreck, is the number one thing that in hindsight, because one of the issues that we had is our sea collars went missing. And I don't know if that's because first responders grabbed them and then they never made it to patient. I don't know what happened. But I know that Matt didn't have a sea collar available to him. And when we got to the hospital, he had towel roll, and I was like, hey man, let's get this off. I was a little brusque, so let's say I am type A. My type A came out, and I was not the kindest. I could have been a lot kinder to Matt. So my type A came out, and then one of the guys over at Baxter Health, because he also has been chewed out by a certain someone over there. So he helped provide some sea collars for us to make sure that we were doing what we could and put our best foot forward as a team, walking into the ER where the whole trauma team's been activated.
Right.
Because I didn't want anyone to be chewed out for something minor when this particular patient was okay. Like, it was not worth the stress of being chewed out over this one.
Right.
Because there were other patients.
Right.
So, you all right? You don't like my hands talking?
No, you're good.
Okay. So anyways, so sea collars was really the only thing that I can think of. It would have been nice to have had RSI capability. I really believed that my patient was declining, and I would have liked to have secured an airway, but that wasn't capability open to us. So I just appreciate that now we drove fast. One of the wins of the day is Amanda from, is it Morston?
Mhm.
And she drove by. She's like, hey, do you want my help? And she's been with me for a couple of her clinicals and on a couple scenes. I was like, I would love your help. So she hopped in back in my ambulance. It would have been nice if we would have had somebody similar for Emma to take in, and because I think Emma had managed 2 patients without any help, and so it would have been nice if somebody. But I was thinking about that. I was thinking about my truck. I was thinking about my GCS of 8.
Right.
I'm looking at my head trauma guy who was GCS of 15 on scene, who was declining to a 13 en route. Like,
Right.
So
And
I
don't,
didn't think about that.
yeah,
But
don't think for a minute anybody's criticizing what y'all done. Y'all done
no,
awesome.
no, but it's one of those things I keep thinking about it.
For what?
It's on
Who?
Chris.
So that those are my takeaways from the wreck.
You can't just say, what's his phone number?
In Grand Live, we did a personal little debrief afterwards, several hours later. I think even the next day, we had like another we had like almost an immediate debrief, and then we had one like 36 hours later.
Good.
And I felt like our teamwork was really, really good.
870-834.
I don't know.
Do new email about stroke bills, guys.
2317, email that struck this.
Yeah, coming from Amanda.
Oh, it's for the fans, okay.
Try this chair.
So is that it for career resource management?
Pretty much.
Okay. Want to take a break? It's been an hour.
For an hour.
Been an hour.
Oh, it's been an hour. Okay, we're not taking an hour long break.
No.